Hello everyone, welcome. Today I am super excited, and it is a very special day as well because for the very first time on my channel I have a brand collaboration. I'm so very excited. I want to give a really big shout out to K-pop Stationery. They reached out to me asking if they could send me some of their products to test and also highlight, and I was over the moon. I was so excited. I was like, this is an amazing opportunity. Yes. And they delivered, y'all. They really spoiled me. I thought that they would maybe send me just like a couple of things, a couple of sleeves. That would have been more than enough. And then I got the package and it was like, boom, like all the goodies, all the fun stuff. And I am just so incredibly thankful. They really went above and beyond in sending me their products, and I am honestly super happy. So thank you again at K-pop Stationery. I cannot wait to try out these and get into today's video. A little bit of background in case you aren't yet familiar with who K-pop Stationery are, but K-pop Stationery is a small business that creates products for K-pop collectors, and their product range includes custom design holographic sleeves, clear sleeve supplies for various storing styles, and they've recently started to expand out to storage solutions with their A5 and A4 binders as well as pocket pages. So like I mentioned, K-pop Stationery was kind enough to send me some of their products, and especially some of their new products that are actually launching today that I am very excited to try out and also highlight for you in case you are interested to go and see. So what I have planned for this video is in the spirit of me trying to store my collection better, New Year's resolution, take better care of my collection and get rid of the random piles of photo cards that I have everywhere around my apartment, is I'm going to set up a new A5 binder for some of my miscellaneous Stray Kids collections, where they're kind of cards that I've collected here or there, or there are a couple sets of cards that don't really fit into like the bigger collections or like full album collections, but I don't want to get rid of them and they've kind of outgrown the space of a collect book. So I'm going to set up a new A5 binder, one of the new A5 binders that K-pop Stationery sent to me, and then we're also going to do a little bit of binder maintenance with the sleeves that I was sent as well. I am a little bit nervous but also excited because, like I said, this is the first time I've really done a brand collaboration like this, so I want to highlight everything as best as I can, and I want to make sure that what I show off and how I store is actually going to be realistic for me and is something that I'm going to keep up on my end. So everything that I'm going to set up today, I'm doing it with the mindset of this is going to be like a reoccurring binder that I pull out and continue to use. So I want it to be really strategic and practical in what I was going to be putting into these binders and these sleeves that I was sent. And like I said, I think that the miscellaneous collections that I have are going to be perfect because A5 binders are kind of easy to be like a little bit less structured and a little bit more carefree and kind of just do whatever it is that you want with it. So I thought that was the perfect thing to do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I will leave links to everything that I have here and that everything I'm going to talk about and was sent. I'll have links down below in the description so you can go ahead and check them out if you are interested for yourself. But yeah, let me kind of clear the way a little bit and we will grab what do we want to start out with? I want to highlight pretty much everything that I have here. Maybe let's look at the sleeves first because I'm gonna kind of talk about and show what my plans are with the sleeves, and then also we can highlight some of the cool holographic designs that they have. Alright, so here are the sleeves that we get to play around with today, and when K-pop Stationery first reached out to me, they asked me to pick a couple of their non-holographic sleeves to try out because they were going to send along some of these, but they wanted to also make sure that I had the opportunity to try out some of their standard sleeves. So I went ahead and chose they're clear sleeves in two different sizes, the 61 by 91 millimeters and the 57 by 88 millimeters. And I chose these two because these are sleeves that are compatible for double sleeving. So I wanted to try that out. And then they also, I saw on their website, which is something that I had never seen before, but they had little mini ID photo card sleeves, like little ID photo sleeves, and I was like, those are so cute. I also, with a passion, hate sleeving ID photo cards, and so I was like, oh my gosh, having a sleeve would be so perfect for sleeving all of my mini IDs, because I feel like then I could like attach maybe like a piece of tape on the back or get like little photo corners and feel like okay about using them. And then when I got the package in the mail, I realized that they had sent along something extra, which goes along with the mini ID sleeves, which is something that is brand new that they're releasing, but they have come out with mini ID holder sleeves. And y'all, when I opened this up and figured out what it was, I was like, they're a genius. Like, they've truly revolutionized how to store ID photo cards. So we will get into these really, really quickly, but basically what this is it is a normal clear sleeve that they've gone ahead and made a little pocket for in the center, and this is where you slide in your ID photo and it will not move. It'll be always perfectly centered, and it is the perfect solution for storing ID sized photo cards. Like, are you joking? And they've even thought enough ahead to make sure that if you did already pick up the ID sleeves, that it will fit inside of this full sleeve as well. Wow. Like, truly, truly amazing. So, I just really want to quickly show you what I'm talking about. I have a whole plan to sleeve all of my ID sets that I have, but really quickly, I just want to show you what I'm talking about in case you're totally lost with what I'm saying. So, first of all, we have this teeny tiny little sleeve. This is just like the cutest little thing ever, this tiny little sleeve. So I'm gonna open one of my ID sets. I had to scour through my piles in my collection to find all of my ID sets. But so I can go ahead and slide in this little ID photo. And honestly, like I said, before I realized what was in the package that they sent me, I was happy enough with just this, because I feel like this is already a great solution to these, because normally with my ID sets, I have sleeved them in just like normal regular sized sleeves. Like, they're just kind of in here and they're just like flopping around and like just kind of free for all. So as you can see, they kind of tend to shift around and move around if they're not secured down in any sense. And I don't know, I am not the type of person to just like automatically stick like a piece of tape on the back of this or kind of like the photo corners and something. So I kind of just did this for right now, but as you can see, the more that they were in these sleeves and the more that I like flipped through my binders, is they just moved around. They just really didn't stay in place. And so what this new sleeve offers as a solution is, like I said, you can just slide it in to the middle pocket that they've created, and there you go. You have a perfectly centered ID photo that will not move, that will not change, no matter how hard you like flip a page, no matter how many times you go through it. It is so good. It is so good. And I think as well, if you want to be extra cautious, I think that this sleeve should be compatible with their biggest outer sleeve as well. So now this sleeve should be able to fit into a pocket perfectly. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that so good? It's so much better than like what's happening back here. And what I love too is that because the sleeves are clear, you could still put in a colored sleeve behind it. You could make a filler if you wanted to. Like, the possibilities with this are kind of endless. Like, look, you can make a little custom filler and you could still see it because the sleeve is clear. I don't know, I just feel like K-pop Stationery has really done something with this, and so they really inspired and motivated me with these sleeves that they sent me. That one of the miscellaneous collections that I'm going to put in the A5 binder is all of my ID sets. And I feel like because they'll have this great sleeve storage solution, and it's also going to be in an A5 binder, I'm not going to have to worry and stress about them as much compared to if I just put them in my normal big binders with like my normal album collections. I am really pumped and really hyped about this. I think that is so fun. So we're gonna go ahead here in just a second and sleeve all of my ID sets that I have. And then also, I kind of rushed through this, but this is the first time I'm feeling they're like clear sleeves, and they're really nice. They are very clear. I don't know how hard I mean, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but it is super clear. They feel really nice, and I feel like they're thin enough that if you do double sleeve, it's gonna be like just the right amount of thickness, and it's not gonna be like too thick. So we're gonna be using some of these clear sleeves in the 61 by 91 millimeters. These will probably feel the exact same way. I just wanted to, because this is like a first impression for me, honestly. I just wanted to see what these feel like. Do I have a random photo card? I just wanted to kind of test out really quick the double sleeving. Oh yeah. That together, yeah, that together feels really great. That feels nice and secure. It doesn't feel too thick. I like how they're almost like perfect fit sleeves. They're not quite, the sleeves aren't quite as wide, I think, as like classic Dragon Shield sleeves that I use currently. So yeah, as you can see, they're just like a hair smaller. So I almost feel like these are kind of more like perfect fit sleeves than standard size sleeves. But I guess if you wanted to get real crazy, you could like triple sleeve with these, and then you would be triple protected. But I am really impressed with like the feel and the quality of these. These actually feel super high quality, and like they are going to protect my cards. I'm just trying to organize the chaos here really quick. So yeah, those are the like clear photo card sleeves and like solutions that they have. And then really quickly, I just want to look at some of the holographic ones that they've sent me. So this is one of their brand new sleeve collections that they've released as of today. It is the Night Sky. But they also have a huge other selection of sleeves that they've released previously. So there's like their classic bunny sleeve, kitty sleeve. They have a Holly Jolly one, which is like perfect for like, for example, Stray Kids Christmas Evil. They have like a dark fantasy one that is very like vampire-esque, which I feel like would be good for maybe like Enhypen. I don't know, I always think of like Bite Me from Enhypen when it comes to vampire concept things. So I went ahead and just really quickly put some of my photo cards in these sleeves, and I tried to match up each of the different designs and concepts with like an appropriate kind of photo card. So we have like Night Sky for Channy, we have Kitty for Jiwoong, we have Bunny for Subin, we have the Dark Fantasy for this Lino card from the Civic because it kind of looks like vampire-esque, and then we have this Holly Jolly one from a Christmas Evil photo card. And what I love about these holographic sleeves also, in addition to just their clear sleeves, is that everything that they've put out for the sleeves, and they market so well and so heavily on everything, but everything is acid free and has no PVC in it. And that is so important, and you've probably heard me say a couple of times to make sure to sleeve your photo cards, or if you are having a special sleeve and you're not sure if it's PVC free, to sleeve it with a sleeve that you know for sure is PVC free. For example, I just sleeved some like L holders for my Rockstar and also Hop collection, and I made sure to use like a popcorn sleeve when I was putting it in the L holder, because I'm not sure what the L holders are made of. So it's always super important with whatever you're storing your photo cards in that you have to make sure that they are acid free and PVC. If they're not, eventually with time your card will be like eaten away, the plastic will ruin the ink and the printing, and it'll just like mess up your photo cards. But if you have the correct supplies that are intended for kind of archival purposes, such as like having no PVC and acid free, then your cards will be protected, you won't have to worry about them. And so I really appreciate that all of their sleeves have that guarantee, especially because I find that a lot of the more like designy or like holographic sleeves that have a image on them that you see like on AliExpress or Shein or off some kind of random website, I feel like a lot of those sleeves aren't PVC free. Like there's got to be some kind of crazy chemical in them. And while those sleeves are really cute, and kind of are the same idea, they're not great for your cards unless you're double sleeving them. So I've always been a little bit hesitant when it comes to like designy holographic photo card sleeves for that reason. I equally appreciate that KPOP Stationery has thought about that and made sure that their sleeves are safe for photo card collectors and that you can make fun designs and still be safe as well. So I don't know, I really appreciate that, and it makes me want to use these even more, because I do think that like holographic sleeves like this really do help like spice up your collection, make spreads and things, whatever, a little bit more pizzazzy and special. So there's a little bit more peace of mind knowing that my cards will be protected in these sleeves and also look extra cute at the same time. So I'll go through and do a little close-up of each of these so you can see. Here is the Night Sky sleeve, and what's nice about these as well is they're also double-sided, so you get the holographic effect on both sides. So there is the Night Sky. Here is the Kitty Cat. Back side as well. We have the Bunny Rabbit. The Dark Fantasy. I feel like these would be perfect for like hyphen cards. I literally always think of hyphens bite me when I think of like vampire or like dark spooky concepts. My mind immediately goes to bite me. And then here is the Holly Jolly sleeves. Again, perfect for Christmas Evil or kind of any other group that has like a holiday wintry theme, I think. So yes, I am super excited. Like I said, I kind of want to go through and do a little bit of binder maintenance and update some of my spreads with these cards so they're a little bit extra and fun. But I think the main focus of this is going to be like the ID photo card sets and then the clear sleeves as well for this binder. So like I mentioned, I went through and scoured and tried to find all of my ID sets that I have. So they kind of range from fan meeting stuff. So these are from the SkizX fan meeting. There are some that are from tour merch, membership merch, season's greetings. So I have all of the ID sets that I have, and then like I said, I also have a whole bunch of miscellaneous Stray Kids photo cards. There's like some lucky draws. This is the sound unit card, season's greetings, random like Japan Dome tour photo cards, Superstar and LA Lino photo card. There's a 5-star Target card. So these are cards, like I said, that I feel like don't really fit anywhere in my like current collection setup, but I really like these cards and I didn't want to get rid of them. And also I had previously set up this collect book. This is the collect book that came in the 2nd gen Stray Kids fan club, And there's even more cards in here that I'm gonna pull out and add to this binder. But I just feel like my miscellaneous collection has expanded past the point of a collect book. And while I could add on more collect books, I just kind of feel like with the volume of cards that I have, upgrading it to an A5 binder makes the most sense. And also, I kind of decided that like aesthetically, I really like collect books, but I think again for functionality, if you have way more than can fit in a collect book, it just kind of doesn't make sense and gets a little bit too much. So that's also why I thought that this was going to be like the perfect set of cards to put in these new A5 binders that I was sent, and I definitely can see myself pulling and reaching for them too, because I'm always collecting odd end like Stray Kids photo cards when I'm not specifically collecting like an OT8 set or something. So I'm always gonna have miscellaneous cards that don't fit in anywhere, and I think this will be the perfect solution for me. So I'm just gonna pull all these out. Alright, so we've emptied out the collect book. I'll have to figure out what to do with this. Maybe I'll just put it back inside the membership kit. But now basically I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to sleeve everything so we can then transfer it all into the binders. I had planned to just do one binder, but now seeing the stack, we might have to use actually both binders that was sent and provided for me. So I'm gonna go through and probably time lapse this really quick, but I'm gonna go through like all of the ID sets and then all of the normal photo cards. So it's gonna take me just a second. Like I said, I'll probably do a nice little time lapse for ya. I ended up running out of sleeves actually for both the like outer sleeve and the inner sleeve. I have way more ID photos I think than I realized, so I'm not going to be able to put away today the like tour ID cards, and then also I only did one of the SkizX fan meeting ID set, but we'll have plenty. We all have plenty to store away and to look at. I can't believe I have this many ID cards. So I'm gonna have to go and pick up, I think, some more of these on my own, which is totally fine. And also I'm more than happy to do so because I actually am loving these. I think that these are going to be such a great solution, like I mentioned, for these ID sets. But we do have 6 of them. I got away with putting away 6 of them for this. So now I'm just going to run through and do all of these. I think for the most part, I am just going to single sleeve these with the bigger sleeve here. And then maybe for a couple of these, like a couple of the fun ones, I will add some of these special holographic ones. And then I will figure out how I'm gonna organize these. But I have to take out all of these sleeves, all these cards out of their original sleeves here first. Alright, I have everything sorted. I'm a little bit worried that I maybe have too many cards to put away to fit into these binders, but I guess there's gonna only be one way to find out, which is to try that out. And I've also kind of tried to separate the cards I want together in separate piles. So I'm trying to keep all this together. Some of these piles are very random and probably like won't make a lot of sense together, but that's okay. This binder is just gonna kind of be a free-for-all. Anyway, that's the whole point of miscellaneous, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna, I think, double sleeve, double side pages, which I don't normally do, but I'm trying to maximize this space I have. So hopefully this all fits, but we shall see. We shall see here in a second. Let me grab all the IDs as well. Try and do it in what I think is numerical order. All right, next we'll grab the binders and get that all set up. So these are the A5 binders. I received 2 of them. So here's the first one. I like that they come in these like dust cover bags. I don't think I've ever seen like a stationery brand or like a binder come in a dust cover bag like this. I love their little mascot too and their branding that they have. This is so fun. So I've already taken, I guess I can take the plastic off this. I got 2 of their Moment A5 binders. So I have one that is the black holographic glitter, and then another one that is just a standard black color. As you can see, the PVC here is different. And then each of these binders does have a little button clasp to them. You open it up, there is a holographic sheet on the inside. There is a big piece of foam here that is just meant to protect the binder in transit, so you can go ahead and get rid of this once you use the binder. And then it also, I love this, it comes with little charms as well. Go ahead and open this. But you get a little charm set to hook onto the binder right here. Takes a little bit of finessing, but once you got it on there, it'll sit just like that. And honestly, I love this. I love the little bell, and the star charms are honestly right up my alley. I think this is a really cute binder. In comparison, in case you are just curious for size, so this is basically, this isn't a Beyond D binder, but it's basically a knockoff Beyond D binder. It's essentially the exact same thing. So for comparison, here is what my A5 binder looks like compared to the KPOP Stationery one. So really the only difference is it is slightly longer, ever so, probably because of one, the rounded spine that we have here. It has much more of an accordion style rather than just their back flat folded, and also because of the little flap button here. It's extended out just a little bit, but for size wise is pretty standard to a normal A5 size. I also really like that you can kind of customize these covers to whatever your heart desires, because you're able to essentially like access these front and back panels. I feel like if you really wanted to, you could like customize the front of your binders with whatever you want. Like if you had like stickers, I'm just like trying to shove a sticker up here, but if you had like stickers, or if you wanted to put like a postcard or whatever, I feel like you could really customize this, and it would be so easy to do because you already kind of have like a cover and like protective sleeve built in. So I think that's super, super fun. The only thing that is like not my absolute favorite thing, if I'm going to be totally honest and transparent, is I just don't love that on the front here it says this information. I feel like if you want to keep this information, totally like move it to the back side. It makes much more sense for this information to be back here in addition to like the website and the barcode and your logo and stuff. I just think that this kind of takes away from the front cover a little bit. I understand why it's here because it kind of identifies what the size is and like what the product is, but really I feel like if you just took that away, it would just be so nice and so much better if it was added to the back. But that's kind of my only qualm with this, and that's just from a designer perspective. I just think keeping the front clean is really, really nice for the consumer. So in addition to the binders, I was also sent some binder pages. So they have a clear 4-pocket page, which is pretty standard for A5 binders. I think these are single-sided pages, at least for the clear one. The top loading 40 pockets total, sorry. These are PVC and acid-free as well. They fit standard photo cards, double sleeve, and even triple sleeve. So hopefully I will have enough pages here. I thought that they were double-sided, but maybe I can still double-side them. I'll just put like 2 cards in a sleeve. And then these are the real star of the binder. So these are their brand new colored photo card pages. So they have launched these ones in black, and then also pink ones, and I think a cherry blossom colorway. So I was sent the black ones obviously because it matches my black binders, but they also have different colors for the Moment A5 binder series, which I think would match really well with the pink cherry blossom pages as well. And I have been seeing the idea of colored pages pop up in the last little while, and honestly I am kind of excited to explore these because I am so used to just using like clear binder pages. But what I really like about the idea of colored binder pages is not needing to have like any sort of filler behind the page. So for example, with our ID photos, if I were to just sleeve them with the clear sleeves, and say I put a normal photo card or something behind it, you would be able to see through the sleeve because I didn't put any sort of filler, I didn't put anything else. So you kind of have to decide amongst your own personal preference if that will bug you, if you'll be able to like see through the sleeve or not. But with the idea now of like having colored pages, essentially you don't have to worry about that because the colored pages are the background, are the fillers for photo cards and for sleeves that maybe don't fill up the entire sleeve. So I honestly really, really love this idea of colored sleeves for this reason, for like ID photos, or if you have like clear cards, for example, that would need like a white or background behind it in order to see the image. I think that having that kind of 2-in-1 of a pocket page and like a filler in a sense is a great idea. And so I am going to be putting all of my ID photos in these blackout colored pages, and I think it's going to be really great. It's going to be so good because I'm not going to have to worry about adding in a bunch of other fillers or other photo card colored or other colored photo card sleeves or anything of the sort, and it's just going to be so easy to go boom 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 boom. A page is done, it's all blacked out. It's going to be so good. So honestly, I can see the perks of these colored pages. I really like them. I honestly would be super excited to have a little more color options. I know that these are their first like pages that they've released, which is totally fine. I think matching the pages with kind of the colorways that you made with your binders is a smart choice, but I would love to see a white binder page as well. I think I would be most inclined to use white binder pages than I think any other color. Maybe I would use an occasional black page here or there if there's like a lot of black in the photo card or in the ID photo. But yeah, I would love to see white colored pages, but honestly I also do like the black, and I will not live with because that makes it seem like I'm compromising, but I will enjoy the black sleeves while I have them, and I will eagerly await the white sleeves, the white binder sleeves, if those ever happen. So I think I am going to use the glitter binder for my ID photos. So I'm just gonna pop all of the pages in here, honestly, to start with. And then I'll see how far we get filled up with these, and then see if maybe I can I can use some of the clear pages for my miscellaneous card collection. So let me just organize myself really quick. All right, got myself all situated, so we can go ahead and start everything now into the binders. So we'll start off, like I mentioned, with the ID photos. And I forgot to mention for these ones, where did the little info sheet go? But for these ones, so these ones are double-sided. Unlike the clear ones, these colored ones are double-sided. You have 80 pockets total, 40 on each side, top loading, PVC and acid free, also for standard double and triple sleeving if you want. All good things. So I'm gonna start with the back side because I kind of want to set up the sets so they span across like a whole spread instead of starting with like hyung line here, maknae line, do another hyung line from like another set. So I'm gonna just skip this front section first and just go straight in on the back side here with these. And I'm just gonna slide these in. These slide in super easy, and they look so good against the colored background of this page. Like I said, this is what these pages I feel like are ideal for. It is like smaller sized photo cards. There's like a little piece of lint in this Changbin card. There we go. Actually, I think, wait, do I want to do it this way? Yeah, I think I want to do it this way, actually, because if we're spanning across the whole way, this will make the most sense. Okay, I'm glad I caught myself before I got too far along with that. Also, these pages are very shiny. Like, they are quite shiny. There's like a high gloss on them. So hopefully I tried to adjust my lighting as best as I could so there wasn't like a crazy intense glare on these pages. And I'm trying to check in like my monitor behind me. I think that will be okay. Han down here might have like a little bit of reflection, but I can like lift it up a little bit maybe so we can see it. But there we go. So that's kind of what my ID. But here we go. This is kind of what my ID set collection is gonna look like. That's kind of what the setup is going to be. So now we'll move on to the Chocolate Factory, Skiz Chocolate Factory ID set. Like I mentioned, I tend to like not buy ID sets much anymore because I just kind of hated the storing process. But honestly, I think if I just get a couple more supplies, like if I pick up a little bit, like if I pick up more of these photo card sleeves and maybe a couple more of these colored pages, I would be more inclined to collect more ID sets, because this just has made storing these and like setting them up honestly so much easier and like so much more enjoyable. And I know that I was like sent these products, but truly, like, I think I would have purchased these on my own once I saw them come out, because they just make sense, honestly. Like, they're really good sleeves and like really good storing solutions for these specific inclusions. So although I was gifted these, I could totally have seen myself just like buying these and adding them to my collection, because this year I'm really determined to get my collection set up in a way that makes me happy, that makes sense, that will be easy to like keep up with and continually to like store cards in. And so this like collaboration couldn't have come at a better time. Like, it is allowed me to test out new supplies and new materials, and I have some other things I think I want to try as well this year in terms of supplies and collecting. So this is just like a great jump start to doing that and falling back in love with my collection, I think. So I'm really excited. I'm kind of getting my foot in the door of making my collection my own again, in a sense. So alright, we kind of sped past this blue set, but this is from one of the Stray Kids fan club gen kits. I think it's the... Oh, these are out of order. Oh no, I was gonna say, wait, which one came first? The Home Sweet Home, or I think this is second gen, and then this is third gen, and then fourth gen is the... Oh, these are double-sided. I didn't realize the fourth ones were double-sided. I think I started and stopped like three different sentences in that like 5-minute time span. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I didn't realize that these ones are double-sided. What's the difference? The difference is there is either a hint of a smile or just like 1,000-yard stare. I think I'm gonna go with the very hint of smile side. Make it a little bit happy here. Let's see. Yep. The two sides really are like very, very subtle in terms of expression. It's like I have to double check before I put them in here. Okay. Got all of those. And then we move on to the most recent Season's Greetings. So this ID set was from 2025 Season's Greetings, The Street Kids. Oh, I almost did the exact same thing I was trying to do at the beginning. These sleeves fit so well in these pocket pages. There's like a little bit of space on either side, so it's not like a perfect kind of like perfect fit in here. But I think because of like the material that these aren't gonna like slide around too much, so I don't mind the gap. It would be kind of nice to see if they want to expand their like sleeve sizes to like make much more like standard size sleeves. Or I mean, I guess yeah, because you could totally fit a dragon shield sleeve in here, and this is kind of like the perfect fit. So I wonder if they're gonna expand their sleeve sizes at all. So, okay, that is all of the ID sets. Like I said, I ran out of the little mini sleeves and then also the outer sleeve halfway through. So only half of the ID collection is in here. But for what is in here, I think that this looks so good. I just love seeing these in a much like better setup than what I had them in. So I really like that. And I actually really like it in this like moment binder because I kind of feel like stay with me, but I kind of feel like the ID photos are almost like a snapshot in time for like the different eras, the different hair colors, the different events and stuff that's going on that they're associated with. So I don't know, the moment binder feels like an appropriate title, I guess, for an ID set collection. So I think we are done with this binder, and then I will go ahead and move on to the second binder. I did go through and like double check the pages and how many cards I have to put away, and I should have enough pages. I should have like a couple that won't get used, I think, because I went through and I counted how many cards I had and how many pages, and I think that we should be good. I think that we should have enough pages to store everything and store everything single-sided. So I'm only gonna store everything single-sided for now, and I think that'll work. Alright, I tried to organize these cards as chronologically as I could, but if they're not in like perfect chronological order, no stress, it's fine. How I have it like organized right now is kind of how I want it in the binder, so even if it doesn't make sense timeline-wise, aesthetic-wise, I think it's kind of going to be what I'm going for. So, I don't know if you can tell just from the lighting, but I did put the Night Sky sleeves on this first page because these are my lucky draws from Christmas Evil and also Ordinary, and I love these lucky draws. They're some of my favorite lucky draws. So wanted to have this page be a little bit special, have it be the first page. And then I will do my holographic Christmas Evil cards. I don't remember which stores these are from right off the top of my head. I think these top ones are from With Drama, which is With Mew today. It used to be known as like With Drama back in the day. I have no idea what this one is though, what these two are. It has like a square, like glitchy hollow effect on these, and it doesn't say on the back where these are from. I don't remember. I actually really like the feel of these clear one pocket pages. They feel really nice, and like they're really, really smooth. And honestly, I just feel like really high quality. As I'm like putting in the cards, I was like noticing the texture, and I was like, ooh, those feel nice. Okay, this is where I didn't know what I wanted to do. I don't know if I just want to fill up a page, even if like things are different, or if I don't want to like split things up. I think I want to try and keep things as easy as possible. So I think for now, I'll just put everything. Oh, Hyunjin should go second. I'll just put everything on one page all together, even if it's like completely different eras and completely different stores. These two are both from Sub K. I have the famous Teddy Bear Sungmin Christmas Evil Pob from Sub K, and then also this beret one from Ordinary. So I guess I could separate out these sets of cards so they were each on their own pages, but I don't know. I think to keep my life easy, I'll just put everything to one page. I think that'll be okay. Except for right now. I could put these two, because these are 5-star stuff as well. Yeah, let's do that. These are like 5-star pobs, and then these are 5-star Target cards. Yeah, that's correct. There we go. A little bit more chaotic, I think, than I usually am, but that's okay. It'll work. Okay, and then these were like Daikon Defesta cards. I have all of Chan's, and then these were just like some extra members that I picked up that I really, really liked. Felix though, this Felix one stands out so much though because it's on a completely different background. It's all good. Okay, and then these are 8 cards. These are from Barnes & Noble and Walmart. So I only have 3 of these. So I will just put 3 to a page on this one. These unit cards are so hard to get a hold of. Like, the only reason I have these is because my really good friend like gifted them to me essentially. Like, she was so kind to do them. They were like extras for her, which I don't even know how you ended up with extras for these cards, but she ended up with extras, and so she's gifted them, sent them to me, and I feel so, so grateful. Thank you so, so much. But yeah, I was like, because I wasn't even gonna bother, to be honest, to collect the Barnes & Noble and the Walmart units because I collected all of the Target cards. But I ended up with those, like I said, because she gifted them to me. And then, okay, so I am gonna start to break up. I'm gonna like eat my words. I was like, I'm gonna not break up the sets, and now I'm gonna totally break up the sets. So, because everything going forward has like a set pair, and these are only 2 lonesome cards. But these are some Season's Greetings pre-order benefits. So this is a Sungmin 2021 Season's Greeting Pob, and then this is a Changbin 2023 Season's Greetings Pob. I'll put this Changbin down here because it's a later Season's Greetings than this Sungmin. Put in just some white filler sleeves. go. All right, and then I have some benefit Polaroids. These were way before Maniac. So let's do so I have full OT8 sets for these like merch Polaroid things, but these were like extra ones. I think I ended up collecting like 2 OT8 pop sets for like each of these merch ones, and then these are just like leftover members that I had that I really liked and didn't want to let go of, but again they like didn't fit in the full members spread in my main big binder, so we just held on to them. We'll just put them here in this new miscellaneous binder, and then same for these. We'll do the Maniac Tour Polaroids. These worked out nice that I had like 4 cards for these, so they fit on one page. And then these are some Maniac and the Victory trading card sets. Again, I have like full sets of these for OT8, but these are just like extras that I had that I held on to. There we go. All right, and then I have a couple of like unit card things. So these are unit cards from Scars and then also Social Path. I have Aussie line, and then I have a Red Lights line. And then I also have a full group unit from the Icon as well. I really struggle with the Japanese like releases. I always love like the Japanese albums and like the tracks and stuff, but I feel like I always struggle with like collecting the photo cards from Japanese releases. And so I don't tend to collect these like unit cards that come from the Japan releases that often, like only if I see them on Mercari Japan for like a pretty reasonable price will I pick them up, which is why I ended up with these, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't like actively collect the Japan cards as thoroughly as I do like the Korean releases. The back side of this card was like upside down, so I had to fix that. So now it's going the right way. Okay, and then these are all like Dome Tour benefit cards. I don't think that, maybe they are all from the same tour stop. It doesn't say on the back, just that they were from the Dome, from one of the Dome Tour stops. Ooh, I do like how this lined up, where like these are dark and then these are like on the brick. Wow. Feels like I planned that. Oh right, okay, now is when it starts to get really questionable. Here's when it starts to get really random. So I have another Sungmin Dome Tour card, and then I have a Lino Social Path Super Bowl card, and then I have an Ian Maxident card. And then remaining in here, and I have some like random Chan cards, and then the Superstar in LA card, and then more like Polaroids. Yeah, towards the back here, it's just, it gets to be like a free-for-all a little bit. That's okay. That's kind of what I want this binder to be though, is just kind of a free-for-all, a catch-all, just kind of a whatever binder. Because like I said, I just tend to end up with random cards from the members that I can't let go of. So then I just hold on to them and keep them. And then the reason I don't have these Chan cards in like my special Chan binder is basically because I feel like none of these cards go with the cards I have in my special binder, and also these aren't like my most favorite Chan cards. Not that like I don't like them, like Chan looks great in them, they're just not my favorite, and also they just don't match what I have in the other binder, but I also like them enough to not get rid of them, essentially. So that's why I'm just gonna keep them back here for right now. And then last page, like I said, is gonna have these two like random Chan and Sungmin Maniac Polaroids, and then yeah, Superstar and LA Lino. I added the little cat, the kitty cat sleeve because I felt like it would be perfect for this card. Why not? Alright, there we go. And yes, so I do have a few pages still left over, so this binder isn't too full just yet. Could add a few more things in here if I wanted to, but I will do a quick little flip through now that everything is in here. So you can see this. Cute! Yay, I'm very happy. I'm very satisfied with that. And my two new binders! I honestly really love them. Like, now that they're all set up and are configured, I really like them. And I think that they will be repeat characters on the channel. I think you'll see them more often, for sure. Alright, the last thing I wanted to do is I just wanted to do a full page of one of the special hollow sleeves, just so you can see what it looks like in like an A4 binder size. So I'm going to sleeve these JYP Shop Hop photo cards, the very cute blanket photo cards, in the night sky sleeves, because I think that will be the perfect, oh my gosh, I sealed it a little bit too well, but as I was saying, I think this will be the perfect addition to this set, and it's gonna look so cute. So I'm just gonna put, no, I should do it this way. Yep. I'm going to double sleeve these cards. So I'm going to do the night sky, and then I'm just going to continue to use my dragon shield that's already in here for this, but cute. I'm not sure how well on camera it really reads, especially too with like the lights. Hopefully you can see that, but I think it'll be like a nice little subtle addition to this set. So let me pull everyone out real quick. Yay! there we go. Maybe I will try and just pull out this page and bring it a little bit closer to see if maybe I can help show the hollow effect. I sometimes think the lights that I use really make like holographic effects sleeves like not appear as they do IRL just because the way the light reflects and stuff, but I do think this is really cute, even if just a little bit subtle. But alright, I think that is kind of everything I'm gonna do for right now. Just put that away, bring back these guys, but that was everything I wanted to do in this video for today. I highlighted everything I needed to. I went through everything. I set up 2 brand new Stray Kids binders to add to the mix and the rotation, and they are super adorable. I literally can't get over this little charm and bell on the sides of these. But yes, another big thank you and shout out to K-Pop Stationery for gifting me some of these items. I really had a good time using the supplies and figuring out what I wanted to use them for, how to use them, how to set up these new binders. And honestly, I'm really excited and do see myself using these a lot in the future. So again, thank you so much for gifting them. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I will leave all of the things that I was sent and gifted linked down below in case you are interested in those. Supporting them also supports me and this collaboration opportunity. So again, thank you so much. And so yeah, with that being said, I think I will just wrap it up here. I hope you had a good time hanging out with me and looking at some new binder supplies, maybe getting some new inspo for your own collection. I definitely am going to have a couple more videos up exploring some other supplies and collection routes in the next little bit, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, with that being said, thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye!